Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruby, this is Ruby Red, and today we're gonna play another round of my TBR game, tic-tac-TBR. If this is your first time on my channel or your first time seeing this game, a quick rundown. It is a game I play every month to help me guide my reading because I don't like to choose a set TBR every month. I like some flexibility, but I also love TBR games. It's my favorite genre of YouTube video. So every month I put 9 prompts into a 3x3 grid, a tic-tac-toe board, and then throughout the month I try and read books that are going to complete books in a way that will get me 3 in a row. And for every 3 in a row I get a reward that will make things a little bit easier for me the next month. And then if I'm getting too many rewards, if I fill out my whole board, that means that I'm doing too well and I need a challenge prompt. And that's one of my books from my 30x30 list goes on the board and it stays there until I read it. Those are the rules. The playlist is linked down below, and so is a template that you can save to your own Google Drive, and you can just change up the prompts and the rewards to suit your needs and easily play your own version of this game as you wish. I'm finally getting good enough at that I can usually do in one take, so that's fantastic. And in a similar note, this is actually the 4th time that I'm filming this video. There have been so many technical difficulties, you guys, so many, so here's hoping that it's all fine this time. I really don't think I have it in me to do it again. Okay. September was tough. Well, let's look at the board. Okay, here's my September board. The prompts are as follows: a fire element, a native or indigenous author, an adaptation, a YouTube book club book, a book about books, a Latinx author, Flora on the cover, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, or a contemporary novel. I had really high hopes for this board, but I had not very good reading month. I was really busy, and I also am doing a 75 hard reading challenge with some buddies. I'll link the video that explains that down below, and I'll be posting a video about the whole experience eventually. But that just meant that I had some pretty structured reading goals every day, and that made it harder for me to read other books that might have done more for me in terms of this board. So what did I read? Well, I fulfilled the fire element prompt first when I read The Hundred Waters by Lauren Akampora, and I will not be taking any questions about that decision at this time. Next, I read a book that has an adaptation. I read One for the Money by Janet Ivanovich, which has a movie, I think. It might be a show, but I think it's a movie, adapted for the screen. I haven't seen it, but I did read the book, so now I could watch it. Then I read a book with Flora on the cover, and that was This Contested Land by Mackenzie Long. I read an arc of this. It's coming out sometime in October, and it has Flora on the cover. It has an aloe or something. It's a plant, so that's Flora. Great. And then I read a book by a Native American author. I read Weaving Sundown in a Scarlet Light by Joy Harjo, who is a member of the Muskogee Nation. She was the US Poet Laureate for a number of years, and this is a book of her poetry. I have not, technically speaking, finished it as of this exact moment, but I have 2 more days in the month, and I have not that many pages left of the book, and it's poetry. So that's that. And that's it. So looking kind of rough, but for anybody keeping track, I do have a reward from last month that I can use. That's a freebie. So I'm going to go ahead and plop that right in the middle there. And that means that we have, after all of this, ended up with 2 3 in a rows. I really didn't feel good about this, but it ended up being fine. Wow. That's a wrap on September. I'm gonna select 2 rewards and then set up my October board. But first, a few words from me. I am really nervous about October. I'll be honest, I'm still participating in my 75 hard challenge. It is going to go through until the middle of November, and that involves me reading a lot every day, but it doesn't give me that much freedom in what I read because I'm really pushing myself to read the things that I've been neglecting, which is good, but not good for the game. And also I'm going to be participating in a readathon in October. It's another round of Squash That series. In October, my friends Bailey and Kayla host this readathon every couple of months, and it's a readathon that is supposed to help you complete series that you're in the middle of reading or make progress at least. And this is 2 weeks in October, and this round is focused on reading some of those bigger books. It's like a competition. I'm on Team Serial Killer, Kayla's team, and I really need to be reading some high page count books for this challenge, and it's going to be from October 7th to the 23rd. I'm going to link their announcement videos down below. So I'm doing that, and I have a good idea of which books I'm going to be trying to read. And so if I can fit those onto this board, that would be great. And I guess that's it. That's my main thing that I have going on in October. Let's generate our rewards. I still have 11 reward prompts. The first one is number 9, which is a freebie. Lovely, easy, great, what a treat. And the second one is number 9 again. We're gonna try again. Number 4, keep a prompt. Oh, so that is, I can keep one of the prompts from September's board on my October board. Okay, one moment. Okay, I'm gonna keep contemporary as my keep a prompt, and then I'll have a freebie to use at the end of next month. So yeah, I chose contemporary just because it feels like it's the easiest one, kind of. It's like the most broad. Yeah, so let's get the rest of these prompts. I have 112 prompts, and I have shuffled them since last month. Okay, our first one is 48, which is on my shelf. Wow. It was a really strong reaction, but that's great because I'm definitely gonna fulfill that prompt. Specifically right now, I am more than halfway through Free Food for Millionaires, which is a book off my shelf, and I will be finishing that in October. So that one will easily be done. Next, we have 74. Takes place at sea. Wow. 4th time's the charm, you know what I mean? One of the books that I am dying to read. I'm desperate. This is my number 1 priority, and it's not even gonna get me the most points for Squash That series, but it's the one that I was like saving it for this. So I'm gonna read Mad Ship by Robin Hobb, which is about boats. Not all of it takes place at sea probably, but definitely some of it will. Oh, thank God, I can't wait. I'm gonna start that like later today. Okay. Prompt number 1 is a queer romance. Oh my God. Okay. I don't have anything on deck for this. I have one romance that I might read for Squash That series, but I don't think there's anything queer about it, unfortunately. But I could read the sequel to boyfriend material for Squash That series, husband material, but I honestly don't want to. I don't want to read that book. So yeah, gonna have to peruse, gonna have to pick a little treat, a little something for me, you know? Maybe I'll read that, the other Alexis Hall historical romance. It's like an arranged marriage, but the Duke falls for the woman he's supposed to be courting, like he falls for the brother instead or something. I will look into this, but if you have a new queer romance that you really want to promote right now, hit me up in the comments because I'm in, I'm down. I love it. Okay. 110, a 5-star prediction. Shoot. Okay, shoot. There's 2 books that I can think of oh wait, actually, okay, honestly, I'm reading a lot of 5-star predictions at this exact moment, or I'm planning to read them very soon. And one that I just started like not that long ago, I had my hold from the library. I was so excited, and then I had to keep waiting to read it because I just didn't have the time to really sink into it. Anyway, Babel by R.F. Kuang, which is a 5-star prediction for me. I will not be finishing it before October, so I'll be finishing in October, and that's my 5-star prediction. Okay, next is 33. Am I gonna be able to black out this board? One word title. Okay, wait, I'm creating a TBR right now. I'm picking a book for every single prompt right now. This is not like me, but a one-word title book. I am planning to read Hester by Lori something. I can't remember, but it's a spin-off maybe of The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, which I actually really loved, and that has a one-word title. And I had an arc of it. It's coming out soon, so I'm gonna read it after the arc that I'm currently reading. Wow, I'm feeling great. Are you feeling great? Okay. Prompt number 18, published in the 2000s. Okay, I think that this prompt means published from the years 2000 to 2009 because it's the 2000s, not the 2010s. So I know of 2 books on my shelf because I had this prompt in one of the other times that I filmed this video. I know that I have 2 books on my shelf that will fulfill this. One of them is Gathering Moss by Robin Wall Kimmerer. My friend Aubrey just gave me a copy of this for my birthday and I can't wait to read it, but I also want to be able to like really give it my attention and love. So if I have a weekend that I feel like I'll be able to really dive in, then I'll read that. But otherwise, I think I might tease one of my favorite books to tease in these videos, Under the Banner of Heaven, which is by Jon Krakauer. I loved Into Thin Air. It's like one of my favorite books of all time. And I keep in these videos being like, well, I could read it, Under the Banner of Heaven. But I haven't read it yet. And I think that was published in like 2006 maybe. So, okay. I mean, there's obviously more options than that. Those are just 2 that happen to be on my shelf. Okay, our last prompt. Number 88. Middle Eastern author. I actually don't have anything on deck for this in my brain or on my shelf that I know of. So that's a prompt that I will have to either read some of your recommendations down below, please and thank you, or just poke around, find something good. This is very interesting to me as a TBR. I'm really intrigued. I think this is one of the better ones that I have made for myself. And I think that a lot of the books I'm going to be trying to read for Squash That series are going to fit into this, which is great because I want to win, but I'm not going to read The Bell Jar. So I'm not going to like win, maybe in November. So that's it. That is the end of my little game. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss my wrap up whenever that comes out, because that's another fan favorite. Or, you know, next month's TBR video when we're gonna find out what really went down in October. I can't wait to find out personally. And if you can't either, make sure you're subscribed. And I appreciate all the comments with recommendations that I just know you're gonna leave. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad we're here. And I'm glad now that this video is done. So thank you and goodbye.